Hi Scorpio, welcome to your September reading. Happy Virgo season. Here we are. Most of the way through the year, we are transitioning. Virgo season's like the bridge between summer and fall, basically. And this is the time when we feel like we have to do the most in order to obtain our goals. And one of the biggest lessons for Virgo, for the Virgo energy, if you will, is to remember that you don't have to do the most to obtain your goals. Sometimes allowing yourself to take a step back and, like make the plans and do as much as you can, but then stop and knowing what your limits are. And this month for you guys, it's going to be very important for you to know your limits on a day-to-day basis. Mars is in Aries. It is squaring off with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in Capricorn. Capricorn is in your 3rd house. Aries is in your 6th house. So a lot of needing to not say all the things. Like, you're going to be triggered to want to rattle everything off. And people are going to, like, you could easily bite somebody's head off with your words in September if you're not being self-aware, if you're not allowing yourself to take a step back and say, okay, maybe I don't so much need to do this. I feel like some of you are getting the feeling that you're going to be traveling or moving. It's very possible. But there's something about your purpose. There's something about the direction that you're going in that I sort of feel like I just want you to be honest with yourself about it. Are you where you want to be? And I know that 2020 is a really strange, really off year. Like, how do I obtain my goals, Betsy? How do I do all of this when there's a pandemic going on? Well, one of the biggest things that I've had to recognize is that I'm a creator of my own reality, as we all are. You are also a master manifester. But you're very, very psychic, and sometimes your psychic abilities you can take as something that's more of an ego. Is this really what I want to do? Or is this where my soul is really taking me? Or is this just something that I want to do because it's something that I want to do? And if it pulls at you, it's not going to be an easy path. No matter what you decide to do, it's not going to be easy. One of the biggest misconceptions of life is that if you're following your purpose and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then it's just going to be like the yellow brick road and everything is going to be wonderful and we're all just going to live happily ever after. Oh, no, no. Moving forward in your path in life, that's almost more difficult sometimes than if you just go by the world and what the world wants. But the thing is when your soul is really pulling you to go towards your purpose, the path of the least resistance, the path that's the easier one, that's going to be really tempting to your ego to take. You see? So trusting yourself and going within and not biting the heads off of every single person that you come in contact with this month, that's going to be your key to survival for September. Trust me when I say that. So we have the High Priestess, we have the Chariot, and we have the 5 of Swords. And then we have the Star, and then we have the Page of Swords. Now, if this is about relationships, you could be dealing with a Pisces, with a Cancer, or with an Aquarius that's lying to you. If this is about relationships, I do feel like there's some kind of truth that needs to be said by this person. If this isn't about relationships and this is about your journey and your path, which I feel like is going to be for 90% of you, this is about your path and your journey and the next step that you're going to take and where you're going to go from here. Not lying to yourself and being 100% honest with yourself is going to be the direction. That's the direction that you want to go in, not lying to yourself. There is a commitment here that you have to make to yourself to be fully honest and transparent. And when you learn how to be honest and transparent with yourself, and you know what I'm talking about, those little lies that we tell ourselves, oh no, I'll take care of that tomorrow, or I'll do that another day. Like I don't have to take care of that today. That's not something that's a big necessity for me to take care of today. I'll do that tomorrow. The things that you keep putting off and putting off and putting off are the things that are going to make you feel better once you decide to just do it. Like, make the commitment. Allow yourself to do it. You see? Let's see what the High Priestess is. Yes. The Chariot. Ooh, yeah. Well, that one wanted to... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man. So we have Justice on the High Priestess. If you want your journey to balance out, if you want your direction to become clear, then you need to start trusting your own instincts, and you need to start trusting your own intuition. That's where the shift is going to happen, right? And Libra season is going to bring you so many blessings if you allow yourself to trust your own instincts. And Virgo season's about the plan. Make a plan of action. And if you can get started on the plan during Virgo season, even better. Once we get to your season, we're going to be in another Mercury retrograde. With everything else that's retrograde right now, your season is not going to be the season to start things. Your season is going to be the season to watch stuff start to grow after you have started things in Virgo and Libra season. The Seven of Wands on the Chariot. Healthy boundaries are good. Walls are not. That Seven of Wands can easily sabotage any path that you're going on if you choose to make it about not being, like, once you allow yourself to be vulnerable, which is really interesting, which that was part of your love reading. Even on the memberships, I do love readings every month, and I actually did your love reading this morning. So if you're interested in that, you can become a member by joining the button below or going to Patreon, and all of that information is in the description box, or you can just hit the join button below. But and if you're having trouble, I'm also doing a workshop on how to cultivate your own fearless intuition, and that'll be happening on September 5th, and that information is in the description box below too. So if you're having some difficulty and you don't know what direction you want to go in, or you can't figure out what you're doing and you feel like you're sabotaging yourself, let's get to the root of the problem, right? Because healthy boundaries are good. Saying no when you feel like you need to say no, and being fully transparent with how you feel and what you want your life to look like and what you want everything to look like for you. Being transparent about all of that to yourself, that's going to be the key to this journey. That's going to be the key to opening up all of those doors that you have felt like they've just been closing in your face and closing in your face and closing in your face. Trusting yourself, right? Taking that leap of faith. But Betsy, it's scary to take a leap of faith. I know. I've done it a whole bunch, but that Fool on the Five of Swords is saying you're the only person that can make things happen for yourself. You're the only person that can make things happen for yourself. You see? Then we have the Star and the Page of Swords. What is it that you actually want, Scorpio? because manifesting your own reality and shifting the energy to work in your favor. All of the things that are happening in your third house, all of the things that are happening in your sixth house, squaring that third house, is very much giving you the energy to change your life. And so you can use it to be really, really irritated about how your life hasn't changed, or you can use the energy to actually start changing your life and actually start creating a path of least resistance for yourself, so you don't go back to the old ways of doing things. Because when you go back to the old ways of doing things, you're just going to be miserable. Yeah, it might be an easier life to live, but you'll be absolutely miserable doing it. So what's the point of living an easy life when you're miserable? Right? Wheel of Fortune on the star. That's a pretty card right there. Those are some pretty cards. So the wheel is turning in your favor. Things are really starting to look up. Oof, I just flipped over the deck. Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You don't trust it though. And that's the thing with Scorpio energy. You guys it's very hard for you guys to trust things. I get that. I mean, when you've been living in an entire world and, you've been living in a life of dishonesty and people lying to you and not treating you respectfully and taking advantage of you in every single opportunity that you can get, of course it's hard to trust when good things start to happen. And then you're just like, oh my God, good things are happening to me. I can't believe that this is happening. And then you think to yourself, I don't deserve any of this. And instantly you manifest the flip where you lose things. And it starts getting harder to manifest things because really manifestation and the law of attraction isn't just about changing your thoughts to being positive. It's about the belief that it's about the belief that the positive thoughts are real. It's committing to yourself and believing in yourself and giving yourself permission to trust. You don't need validation from anybody else. I know sometimes it feels like it. The Five of Cups on the Page of Swords. I feel like some people have said things to you to cut you down. And I think that you're going to say some things, whether I warn you or not, I feel like you're going to be very, very on edge in September. And you can either, again, use that on edge energy to make something happen for yourself, or you can use that on edge energy to sabotage your entire existence. It's really totally up to you. But that Five of Cups is saying you've got to let go of that emotional drain, and you have to be honest with yourself on what that emotional drain is. And if that emotional drain is not believing in yourself, then it's time to really start building your own self-worth. Stop building up everybody else's self-worth and start building up your own self-worth. You see? Bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. And the Strength card. Ooh, and there we go. There you are at the bottom of the deck. So, and here we have the Magician, the Empress, and the Four of Swords, which I really like this combination over here after everything else that came out. The universe is offering a gift to you. Aces are gifts. We can't ask for the gift before it's time for us to get it, and we have to be ready for it, because when this gift is offered to us, if we're not ready to accept it, meaning if you see that there's something really amazing for you down the road, but you don't believe that you deserve it, or you don't believe that it's time for you to get it, or something or other that's sabotaging you getting this gift, If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. So that Five of Pentacles is sort of taking the gift away before you even get the opportunity to enjoy it, right? And things aren't going to happen overnight, right? And then we have the Ten of Swords with the Strength card. You're going to have to really cultivate, like, what is the Strength card? The Strength card is about Leo. The Strength card is about, Leos are ruled by the sun. They are very confident. They're very strong. They're very courageous, right? And again, with that Ten of Swords, creating the worst possible case scenario within your mind, you're going to have to cultivate your own strength in September so that you don't beat yourself up. And then we have the Magician and the Empress and the Four of Swords over here. When in doubt, rest. When in doubt, rest. You need to be at the top of your game. And if you're not at the top of your game right now, and you need to get a little bit of shut-eye, or you need to allow yourself to go play one day, go get some ice cream, go to a park. I don't care what you have to do. I know that COVID is happening. If you can only go for a walk, if you can, only indulge yourself a little bit, that's fine. But do something that makes your soul shine so that you can manifest, please. Because you deserve it. Right? And I would love to see you at the Cultivating Your Own Fearless Intuition workshop, because I feel like you have a lot of really great momentum here, and you have to believe and trust in yourself that you're going to be able to guide yourself through this momentum. I also have several specials for my birthday. My birthday is on August 30th. And so I've created a lot of specials. It's in the description box under the birthday bash link. There's a Reiki, long distance Reiki special. There is a 30-minute live reading special. The 1-question readings are restocked there. And there's also an astrology chart reading special. Only limited quantity. I did restock the 30-minute readings and the 1-question readings this morning. So, because they were totally wiped out by the Virgos and Libras of the world yesterday when I did the reading. So I did restock them. So if you would like to do that, also I would love to see you at the workshop in Satsang on Saturday. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves.